Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to Let's Talk. This is my lime green couch. Oh, yes. So, while we were gone, the news, whoa. So much shit, it's ridiculous. Where do we start? We're going to start a little light. Okay, first, FBI chief says ISS is more of a threat than Al Qaeda. You don't say. This is news. All of a sudden he came up with this? I thought everybody was saying this for a long time. How long has this shit been going on? I thought this was common knowledge by now. They are bad ass motherfuckers. The real question? What are we gonna do about it? Nothing, probably. Moving on. So, Donald Trump, schmuck, gives out this guy's phone number. Just willy-nilly. Just gives this guy's phone number out. A candidate. So, that's cool now? Because I thought if anybody else was to do that, their ass would get hauled into jail. That's the guy's phone. Not me. So why can he do this? Probably because of the whole shit that Obama is doing and Hillary is doing, and that's just meant to overshadow it. Tell me more. Oh. Pretty much. Yeah. That's all it is. So, skip his dumb shit because anybody else would have got arrested and it would be no big thing. But he was done that just so you could take your eyes off of Obama and Hillary and the shit that they're in right now. Well, there was this friend of a mother of 4. They were best friends. She happened to adopt the 4 children when her best friend died of cancer. That's a hero. That's the biggest hero I can think of right now. That's more news than anything that could be going on right now in entertainment. That blows anything in the entertainment world out of the water. I'm sorry. Anything in the entertainment world, that's not news. That right there, that woman, that's news. That's a true humanitarian. Let's break it! The whole Nicki Minaj, Taylor Swift, BS, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Well, it's a letdown for me because I thought that Nicki was going to go ham on Taylor because I am not a fan of neither really, but I am less of a fan of Taylor. She's just nothing wrapped in blonde hair and bones. I'm sorry. If there was a real feud, I'm going to go on Katy Perry's side. I at least see her music is more real and not just provocative, but has depth to it, whereas Taylor Swift shit is just, let's throw some shit out for the kids. You know, she can say whatever she wants to say and blah, blah, blah. That's just good marketing, good publicity. She has a good PR agent with her. That motherfucker is telling her everything good to do. So she goes and apologizes because, get this, Nicki was just talking about how the VMAs is basically racist. Which, duh. Who didn't know that? What award show isn't a little racist, really? So, Nicki was talking about that in her tweets. Taylor, like any oblivious person, just goes on and starts saying blah blah blah. And then just puts herself into the fight, unbeknownst to her. And so that's where everybody's just like, oh, they're going at it, blah blah blah, blah and they hate each other. And no, unfortunately, that's not the case. I wish. Because I think Nicki could whip her ass. But they are friends. John Russell Hauser, or Hooser. That guy was 59 years old. And he killed 2 people. And then he killed himself. He injured 9 people. And this was all in a showing of Trainwreck, apparently. They say he went to, I guess, the upper part of the section and then just shot down. And they're saying that he's kind of a drifter. But I mean, what's the real story? What was his real motives? What was he trying to do? What was he trying to prove? What was he angry about? You know, These are questions they probably won't answer, but they'll just say that it's another sad tragedy in America. Yes, it's a sad tragedy, but what are you going to fucking do about it? You're just going to show it all on TV and just say, this is a tragedy, this is a tragedy, but never do anything about it. Oh, yeah, I know what you do. You'll say boobies are a problem again or some dumb shit. Yeah, that's it. Movies did it. So, guess what, brother? You know what's coming down here? Not Hulk Hogan. That guy's been cut. WWE cut his contract, took his ass off the website, took him down. He is erased. He's erased from WWE. You know why? Because he apparently has used some racial slurs. Yes. They say it happened on the sex tape that isn't out yet, apparently, or is in the midst of being out. He's trying to sue them so they won't get it out. Pretty sure it's going to get out. Anyhow, on the sex tape, he goes on to talk with the woman he's having sex with, Bubba Love's wife, or ex-wife, some shit like that. So he goes on to tell her, yeah, my daughter's dating some black guy, I really don't want her fucking niggers and all that stuff. If she's going to fuck a nigger, I'd rather it be like some $1 million nigger, you know, like a basketball player. But we're all a little racist. Fucking niggers. And so that's a little bit of like the excerpt of what happened in the sex tape. And then they go on to say that he said it somewhere else. On another tape, another audio clip they have, but that hasn't been released, where he's calling The Rock a nigger. So who knows which one they're taking this from? I'm pretty sure the sex tape is pretty much real. I mean, I could just see that. You know, they're in the bedroom, they don't think anybody's around, yet they're recording, but still, they say some shit like that. You know, pillow talk. A lot of people do it. I read that the WWE cut him loose. Well, this is funny because Vince McMahon, the owner, CEO, head honcho, he called John Cena a nigger in front of Booker T on national TV. But nothing happened to him because he's the owner. And I guess because John Cena's not black. But to me, that is a little hypocritical. You want to get rid of a guy because he said nigger, but then you're the boss and you can say nigger as much as you want. You're an ass. You're an ass hat. The end. Moving on. Sandra Bland. Sandra Bland. Take a look at this photo. Alright, take a look at this photo. So, they say that, how did she get the bag around her face? Where did she get the bag from? The trash can that was in the jail cell? Well, what I hear is that trash cans aren't allowed in jail cells. So, how did she get it? And if so, there wasn't anybody around to see this, hear this was going on, or nothing like that. Her family says she was scared. She was scared. So, why would she be scared and then commit suicide? It wasn't like she was scared of the demons and then killed herself. It was more of she's scared of these fucking cops. Because she got arrested on some bullshit charges. You watch the tape of her getting arrested from the police cam. Watch not just what's going on with her, watch the traffic. Watch how cars come in, blip out, blip in, blip out. That's editing. That is all editing. Because cars don't do that in a natural filming speed. That's just like taking a movie and then you do a cut. Yes. That's what they basically did. It looks as though they basically just cut the film and made it look like so-and-so before they sent it out. Or maybe there's kind of like, I guess, security cams. There's a delay. It shows this much and then it blinks and then it shows this much. But I doubt it. I doubt it. Maybe they just didn't want to see some things, or they didn't want to show some things that would have been in her favor. And people can go and say, was he right in what he was doing? Police officer. It doesn't really matter, people, what we think, because when it comes down to the cops, it only matters if the cops see it as legit. If the cops say, yeah, that's a legit thing to do. Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, you could do that all you want. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's lawful. Yeah. It only matters to them. if it's lawful or legal. We can say that it's not legal, it's messed up, and all that, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Because in the eyes of the law, the police have to say that it's not legal, it's not legit. Which is fucked up. Because if we're run by a whole bunch of half-ass cops, a whole bunch of crimes are going to go down. And a whole bunch of people are going to die. Again. And then look at a regular mugshot. Gravity pulls the hair down. It does not pull the hair back. So when you look at her face, her eyes look dead. Her hair is going back. Gravity is pulling her down. And the wall that she's supposed to be behind is gray. When you see any mugshot, isn't it behind the height meter? Don't you ever see the height meter? And isn't someone always holding their name and everything? And they're wearing their clothes because they haven't been issued their inmate clothes yet. So there really needs to be a real legit investigation in this, but there probably won't be. We only have a few more things to talk about, and that'll be all for this episode. Next episode, we're going to be going in depth with Star Wars. Yes. Not crazy in depth about the whole series, but just to put a pin in some things, we're going to be talking about how the original and the prequel are pretty much the same movie. And are pretty much good and bad. No one is better than the other. Good, you know what? Take your nostalgic glasses off and see it for what it is. Okay? Last up on the docket, we're going to be talking about Keisha Grey. Oh yeah, Keisha Grey. Craziness. She did her first EP, and you say, what is this news? What is this news? Yes, it's news, because on this show we talk about everything. There's nothing too little, too big to talk about. We talk about it all. And I'm a fan. Alright, we've had the whole pornography episode, alright? So, that ties in with this. We'll always go back and forth with things that I've talked about from previous episodes, because I had to cut it short. But, if I could, I'd probably put her back on the list of porn queens. I also should have added Valentina Nappy. It's all about personality. It's all about it. That's everything. She was only in business for 2 years, and now she's doing her first EP. Gangbang. Yes. And most people have been in the industry for 5 years and haven't even done this. Let alone have sex with a black man. It's ridiculous. But I give her props. She said she does it for the fans. I'm going to take her word for it. Because most people say, I do it for the fans and I do this for the fans. Everybody always says they do it for the fans. You know why? Because they give you money. You're supposed to do it for the fans. But if you're one of those people that just says that and doesn't really appreciate the fans, you're a dick. Or a bitch. Just saying. But kudos to her. I wish her a promising career. Because it's work. It really is. It's work. And the thing that I look for is not for the gratuitous, the nastiness. It's to look and see if this person actually knows it's work, can appreciate that it's work, and gets the job done. It's just like regular acting. And that's why I don't have sympathy for some actors and actresses that suck and get cut out of the whole industry. Because you sucked. Get the fuck out of my life. You suck. Keisha, great job. Awesome scene. Many more, hopefully. And it was done by one of the greats, Mason. And it was on HardX. It's a great website. Check it out. Kudos. So, that's all for today, cats and kittens. Come back. Let's talk. Yeah, you turn me on.